Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
Okay, real talk. We're all kind of hooked on our phones. It's full of shiny apps designed to keep your attention captive forever. But there's real-life stuff to do other than scrolling, and I'm here to help. I'm Christina Quinn, the host of Try This, a podcast from The Washington Post. The show explores solutions for life's common problems. And this season, we're learning to tame the dopamine beast and reclaim our attention in this noisy and distracting world. So let's tame the beast together. Find Try This from The Washington Post wherever you listen.
I'm Rodney Williams.
And I'm Travis Holloway. Welcome to the Wealth Break Podcast, a real conversation about finance.
Let's be honest. Building wealth doesn't look the same for everyone.
I feel like sometimes being broke is a cycle and that we might have to revisit that.
And we're not stopping at success stories.
What happens when it doesn't go right? How do you cope with it?
Because wealth isn't just about money. It's about creating a life where you thrive and help others do the same.
Listen to the Wealth Break Podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
Jonte and Rich, Kyle's got 3 things we need to know.
So I think it just sounds like a plot of a movie, like a superhero movie or something like that. North Carolina officials are now asking for the public's help after equipment containing radioactive material was stolen from a pickup truck at the Sleep-In Motel. I guess they didn't realize the device was missing until the following day. State health officials say this industrial device contains radioactive material that can cause physical harm if mishandled. Anyone who finds the device is advised not to approach it. Don't try to open it. Stay at least 30 feet away from it and just call 911. Now, I'm no expert on radioactive devices, but methinks they probably should have put it in a more secure place than a pickup truck at a motel.
You're
That's
right.
just me.
This is the beginning of Mission Impossible 5, 6, and 7.
I know.
I
Like,
say, call Jack Reacher.
seriously. So hopefully we can find it and nobody gets hurt. History will be made, kind of, on Friday. It's something that doesn't happen and won't happen again until 2040. 7 planets will line up in a parade on Friday. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune will be visible from Earth with the naked eye. Although they say if you want to get a really good look at it, you need a good telescope. It is called a planetary parade. And like I said, it won't happen again for a really long time. So kind of cool.
I have issues with this because I heard about this a month ago. I brought this up on Friday. And I was sitting there. You remember I said it was at dusk?
Yes.
So Friday, I was outside looking, and I could see all these. They look like it was happening, but I can't tell what planet's what planet. But so I was off. What day do you have it? It's next Friday?
This Friday.
That's crazy.
I know.
These NASA people need to get their stuff in order.
I think the planets don't move that quickly, right?
Yeah.
So like they kind of have been lining up for a while, and I think
Perfect
Friday is
alignment
supposedly the best day to see them right in a straight line. Scientists, you guys have developed something that sounds, I don't know, it sounds dangerous. Maybe they used the radioactive device to create this, not sure. But they've developed bananas that don't go brown and mushy after being peeled. In fact, these bananas will stay fresh for about 24 hours after opening and even cutting the banana, slicing it, which to me is like, what did they put in it? I don't know if that sounds healthy, but they say they taste, smell, and the texture, everything's the same about these bananas, but these ones just stay fresh for a little bit longer. The company is called Tropic. They say they're also working on a project aimed at slowing down the ripening of bananas to reduce waste because, I mean, how many bananas get thrown away? I mean, you don't always make the banana bread out of browned bananas. So wait and see what happens. I mean, like, this is one of those things that I think, like, oh, the side effects of those bananas that don't go brown, so whole something else. But as of now, that's what they're working on. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Last night, it was the Oscars, right? And I actually, there was a Phoenix Suns game last night. And I was like, I wonder if I took a poll. Who would rather stay home, watch the Oscars, or go to the Phoenix Suns game? Who do you think won the poll?
I think you guys went to the Suns game.
Oh, no. I went to the Suns game because I was going to lose those tickets. But the poll,
I would say Suns game by far.
America would much rather go to the Suns game.
Suns
You
game.
guys are right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Because most people haven't watched many of the movies that won Oscars.
Well, and most of the categories could maybe not be televised.
I know. You know what's funny is I watched the beginning and then I went into the sauna. Nothing mattered after that. I saw Kieran Culkin win, and I was kind of like,
Yeah, that was good up until then because you had Cynthia Erivo and Ariana just crushing
That was
it.
the highlight of the entire show.
Yeah,
so
it was, for sure.
If you literally just watched, I think, the first 10, 15 minutes of the Oscars, I think you got the best parts.
All right. All right, let's get the horoscopes. Peyton, what is the vibe today?
Well, we found out that we're giving away Rolling Loud tickets all week. So I'm going to tell you your festival vibe based on your zodiac sign.
Pealo.
Yes.
What's your sign?
I'm a Leo like Payton.
Yes. Okay, Leos, for us at music festivals, we are the fashion icon. We planned our outfits months in advance, and if we don't get stopped for a picture, it probably wasn't even worth it. We are walking around like we own the whole festival, dancing on someone's shoulders during the headliner, and low-key hoping to be noticed by the event photographer.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
You got it. What's up, Mike?
Ruby.
What?
Virgo, represent Virgo.
Yes, Virgo with you, John Jay. Okay. You guys are the group mom at the festivals. You guys have a fully stocked backpack with sunscreen, Band-Aids, and snacks, and maybe some extra phone chargers. And you've also memorized the festival map and who's playing. And while everyone else is lost and dehydrated, you're probably in the back trying to get your own space and drinking your water on your own time.
Double-fisted, baby. Double-fisted.
Yes.
You know, this one I
Thank you.
would agree with that. I was hiking with a friend of mine, and there was a couple of emergencies that have happened on the hike that I haven't talked about. So now, as we go hiking, I am now prepared for. I have Band-Aids. I have dude wipes.
Wow.
That's not an emergency you want on a hike.
And sadly, that happened.
Oh,
not with me. It was Mother of God. Yeah,
You know, it
was
happens.
bad. 877-937-1047. Good morning, Melody.
Hello?
Hi. What's your sign?
Pisces.
Okay,
It's
so
for my daughter. She's a Pisces.
Oh, Rich is a
today. Sorry.
Oh my gosh! Well, happy
Happy birthday!
And it is Pisces season. Rich is also Pisces, and also if it's your birthday today, you share a birthday with Camila Cabello, Jason Tatum, and Jessica Biel. So it's a good birthday today to have one. But Pisces, for you guys at a festival, you guys are the dreamy festival romantic. You are fully in another world. You're swaying to the music like you're starring in your own indie movie, and you're making deep eye contact with somebody across the crowd, convinced that that is your fate. You'll probably fall in love for the weekend and then never see that person ever again.
Rich is also Pisces, and also
Okay, boy, there's a little delay
All
there.
true. All true.
Yeah.
Like we were at an event this weekend, and there's a lot going on. But as soon as somebody starts playing music on stage, my focus is gone from the other conversation. It's all in the music.
What do you have for Libras?
Yeah, Kyle, our Libra. Libra, you're the social butterfly at the festival. You barely even watch the shows because you're too busy meeting with people, flirting with a hot stranger, and somehow getting invited to the VIP after party. Your festival experience is more about the people and the vibes and the outfits than the actual music.
I would say that's probably accurate.
You're like,
that sounds fun. Like everything you said, like, yeah, I would do that, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if I wasn't married, that whole flirting
Well, yeah,
part,
of
that
course.
part, you know.
Right. Like, this is like, yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-marriage.
You know.
If we didn't get to your sign, they're all posted on our website, johnjrich.com. We got Rolling Loud tickets every single day this week. In fact, in less than 2 hours, we're giving away tickets to Rolling Loud. It's A$AP Rocky, played by Cardi, Peso Pluma. So many more artists there. That's just in less than 2 hours. All right, listen, I want to do a quick TV recap or get into TV. I kept telling everyone to watch Paradise. Has anyone here watched Paradise?
I'm started it.
Okay, how far are you?
I think I'm 3 episodes in.
What do you think?
It's really, really good.
Right?
Really good. Yeah. I don't know how to describe it except for this. I'm like, this is a very unfamiliar show, and yet it's familiar the way they roll it out.
Right.
So I think it's like a post-apocalyptic This Is Us, the way they go back and forth. And I'm starting to think about that because, Sterling K. Brown's in it. And then I realize, I go look it up, and it's the guys that did This Is Us are doing this show, too.
Oh, really?
So when they go back and forth between, flashbacks and flash forwards and getting people's backstory, that's what it is. It's like post-apocalyptic This Is Us.
I have 2 episodes left, and then it's over. Season 1's done.
And do they solve like all the questions
I don't know. I have
that
2
come
episodes
up?
left.
They better, because they come up with. This is a show, Peyton, you would not like because you have to pay attention to it.
Okay.
And I don't like paying attention really deeply to shows either. But because John Jay hit me up, I was like right in the middle of stuff on Saturday. He's like, "You must watch this show." I'm like,
because there was a music thing that happened. Every time there's musical stuff, I'm like, it's like 80s, 90s rock.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, I got to tell Rich.
But still.
Yeah.
But still, it's really good. It's really
I think
captivating.
you'd really like it, Kyle. You'd really.
I
It's
probably would.
It's on Hulu.
Just the fact that you say Hulu, it looks like my brain turns it off.
I know. You know what's funny?
And I know I can go to Disney Plus, but I just don't have that mindset.
Well,
That's how I'm watching.
I tried to overcome what I don't like about Hulu, and so far I'm okay with it because I'm looking for this one particular show. Now, also the #1 show on Netflix. Anyone watching that?
Yeah.
I did.
Running Point.
Is it Running Point or Playing Point?
Running Point.
Okay. How far are you on that, Kyle?
I'm on episode 4, I think. I just started episode 4.
How far are you, Payton?
I'm on episode 2.
Oh, I have 20 minutes left of the last episode.
Oh.
I think it's
It's
fantastic.
so good. Do you know what it reminds me of? The other one, or the brother is in the HBO Max show with the families, and there was the Justin Bieber.
The other two.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's cute and it's funny and it's about Jeannie Buss who runs the Lakers. But when I was watching it, I put it on and I didn't tell my boyfriend Kadeem what it was about, and he was like, "Is this about Jeannie Buss?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is." But because it's not a documentary, it's messing with my mind.
Oh my God, that's why I wanted to watch it, is because it wasn't a documentary.
Oh my gosh, I wish it was a documentary. I would rather have Jeannie Buss talk to me on TV.
Kate Hudson plays Jeannie Buss, which is funny because Kate Hudson was also, her mom was on the Oscars last night, Goldie Hawn. There was a lot of tie-ins with where I am on that show with only 20 minutes left of the season because they talk about Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler was on the Oscars last night. Have you seen the cameos yet? Macaulay Culkin,
No.
Scott Disick. There's a whole bunch of different cameos of celebrities because it's written by...
There was Brian Austin Green.
Mindy Kaling put it together with Jeannie Buss.
Well, she puts together everything
This
now.
show made me laugh out loud so many different times. I think it is so funny. It's so different. It reminds me of shows kind of like Family Guy. There are no, oh God, we got to be woke here. They just let things out. The drug issues, the whatever, right? I mean, it's just...
Yeah, when she tells her brother, she's like, I always wanted to try crack.
Right.
I was like, oh my gosh.
And they go, so-and-so's, he's a meth head. He is not a crackhead. He goes, we call those rich people with a drug problem. There's just so many funny lines in that show. It's so great. I have 20 minutes. I so badly wanted to be done with it, so I'd come in here and go, I finished it. But anyway, it's on Netflix. It's #1 on Netflix, and I think it is absolutely fantastic. So many celebrities that you'll see. You got to pay attention to really quick.
I like that Schmidt from New Girl is in it because that's New Girl is my comfort show. I put that on.
Is that her fiance?
Yeah. I just
Lev.
love
I love
Schmidt.
him.
He's so funny. So the fact that he's in it honestly had me sold.
I am the land sky. I'm roaming.
It's John J. and Rich. Destiny.
Yeah, hi.
What's up? Good morning.
Good morning. I was laughing. You guys were talking about Peyton's friend that stopped dating that guy because he scratched his head with a knife. And it reminded me of my dad. He had an El Camino when we were growing up, and he would take the key out of the ignition while we're driving, stick it in his ear, clean his ear, and then put it back in the ignition. And it was so gross. And then a few years ago, my brother had keys in his hand and he stuck the key in his ear, and I was like, oh my God, how are you married?
He's apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He totally got that from his dad.
I like the engineering marvel of your dad not even having the engine get killed by pulling the key out of the ignition.
I know, so gross.
I was saying how my dad would take a pen and rub his ear, clean his ear out with a pen. And what would happen is occasionally my sister, me, or my mom would put that pen in our mouth.
Ew.
And you know how you guys, I'm sure you've all tasted earwax. I got it. My mom.
I never put the keys in my mouth.
That's good.
Pens go in your mouth.
That's
right?
true, yeah.
Right. So my mom would be screaming at my dad in Spanish and all that stuff. That was terrible. Well, Destiny, thanks for making us smile and grossing us out.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good one, guys. We love you.
Bye-bye. Love you too.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The 7 from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The 7 is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find the 7 podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.